Hi, and welcome to Chapter 25, Learning Objective 4. And in this particular learning objective, we're going to take a little look at saving and investment, and its impact on productivity. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Oh, helped if I started the slideshow. So let me do that real quick here. As you can see, it's a pretty short chapter, but we're going to take a look at, again, the saving and investment and its impact on growth. So before I do that, let me just make sure that I really differentiate saving from investment. So saving is what we think of when we think of saving. Saving is taking money and saving it for a future time period. So things that would count as savings would be things like putting your money into a savings account. Okay, well, that's an easy one, but I'm going to make it a lot more complicated now, because another type of savings would be buying bonds, buying stock. So savings is one of those things that includes what typical people think of as investing. Okay, but we're economists, so we're going to use economic definitions here. So savings would be savings accounts, checking accounts, those kinds of things. It would also be buying bonds, even if there is a rate of return on those. It would be buying stocks. Okay. Investment, however, and let me see if I can change up the color here a little bit for you. Let's see, there's my pen. Kind of hard to see here. Stop it. All right, let's see. Oh. Okay, so investment is where you are investing in a long-term asset, and that asset will have a rate of return. Now, yes, you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, Lisa, bonds and stocks are assets. They are, but they're financial assets. I'm talking physical assets, okay? So here, investment, you're looking at a physical asset. If you build a new house, you are actually investing. If you buy equipment for your business, you are actually investing. If you basically, the differentiation we're going to make in this course is investment has, and let me just write it over here, investment has an underlying physical asset. Now, we're going to really get into this in some later objectives, but because we're talking about it right now, I thought I'd differentiate it. But, okay, an investment is not, okay, financial investing, meaning buying stocks and bonds. Okay, so in the course, I will differentiate the two by saying that in investing, there's an underlying physical asset, and more so, it is not financial investment. I will always make sure that I put this word financial if I'm talking about stocks and bonds. Okay, we're going to talk about this in some later chapters, but I just wanted to clearly differentiate it for you here because we're talking about those two things. So how does savings impact economic growth? Well, if you think about it, if you put your money in a savings account, just stop my share for a second. If you put your money into a savings account, then your bank takes all of those savings accounts and turns around and lends it back out to people to expand business, to build new businesses. So every time you see a new construction, you usually will see a sign that says finance provided by. And that means that every entity that is saving with that institution is really fueling that investment, which then helps to increase gross domestic product, which then helps to grow the economy. So it's a very reciprocal relationship, and we'll talk more about that in this course. Oops, didn't want to do that. So let me go ahead and go back to our slides. So now that we really know the difference between them, one of the things that we look at is, do we how does it impact the short-term and long-term productivity? So many students have a trade-off that they have to look at. Let's see if I can do this. Oop. And here's the trade-off that you might be facing. I often face too. Here's our trade-off. Do I work today